Republicans warn Iran against nuclear deal with Obama. Prime Minister Netanyahu receives a warm welcome in Jerusalem market. Jewish leader warns of economic catastrophe if Jews leave Europe. And treasure from Alexander the Great era found in Israel. Shalom and welcome to the Jerusalem Post News. The top stories for March 10th. US President Barack Obama responded yesterday to a letter signed by 47 Republican US senators warning Iran that any nuclear deal with Obama could last only as long as he remains in office.
Some members of Congress wanting to make common cause with the hardliners in Iran. It's an unusual coalition. I think what we're going to focus on right now is actually seeing whether we can get a deal or not. And once we do, then if we do, then we'll be able to make the case to the American people, and I'm confident we'll be able to implement it. All right? Thank you very much, everybody.
Iran's Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif also responded to the letter, calling it a propaganda plot that was unprecedented in diplomatic history. He said it showed that, like Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who he said, quote, considers peace an existential threat, some people are opposed to any agreement regardless of its content. Netanyahu made a surprise visit yesterday to the Machne Yehuda market in Jerusalem, where he received a warm reception 1 week ahead of elections.
ואני שמח שבמדיניות התקיפה שלנו החזרנו את הביטחון לירושלים. השוק הזה צומח, השוק הזה הפך להיות מוקד משיכה להמוני אזרחי ישראל שבאים הנה, כמו שאנחנו באים הנה, באהבה ובשמחה. ואני רוצה להגיד לכם, כדי שזה ימשיך להיות כך, אני והליכוד זקוקים לקולות שלכם. כי אם זה יהיה תלוי בלפיד, זה יהיה ציפי ובוז'י. ואם זה יהיה תלוי בקולות של הערבים, זה יהיה ציפי ובוז'י. זה יהיה ציפי ובוז'י. אם אתם רוצים את ציפי ובוז'י, לא בעיה. אבל אם אתם רוצים אותי, את הליכוד, ירושלים מאוחדת, ירושלים בטוחה, ירושלים משגשגת, בואו להצביע ליכוד.
President of the European Jewish Congress, Moshe Kantor, warned yesterday that Europe is on the verge of a serious economic crisis if the European Union doesn't introduce new legislation to counter anti-Semitism.
This minority is going to leave Europe, definitely, because this question is just now in every Jewish family in Europe, to leave or to stay. It's no other solution. And the only one thing which can stop at the moment this process is real gestures of the authorities on European level and on British level. If at the moment authorities are not going to deliver some real gestures, I think it will be the trigger for very, very important economical crisis in Europe and in any country, in any big country.
And cave explorers in northern Israel have uncovered a trove of coins and jewellery from the time of Alexander the Great that archaeologists believe was hidden by refugees during an ancient war.
The two hordes can teach us about a new phenomenon that we just now beginning to understand it, about refugees who escaped into natural caves in the Galilee, and that was during the time of the Alexander the Great, or maybe after his death, when his predecessor fought one against the other, and the main battle was in Israel.
The Antiquities Authority said the discovery on the seabed in the ancient harbour in Caesarea National Park was the largest collection of gold coins yet discovered. And that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with more news from Israel. Until then, shalom from the Jerusalem Post studios.